Another Brick fan with an Indiana Jones set. This is Escape from the Lost Tomb. This is set 77013, was released in April 2023. It has 600 pieces, 4 minifigures, and cost about $40 when it was released. This is one of 3 new Indiana Jones sets released in 2023. There were several sets released in 2008 and 2009, so it's nice to see them bringing back this theme. This set is based on Raiders of the Lost Ark, which was the first movie, and they call this Escape from the Lost Tomb, but this is where the Ark of the Covenant is, which is way back there. I'll bring that up forward so you can take a look at it. But this was called the Well of Souls, is the location of the Ark. This is an update. They actually did this set before. It was set 7621. Throw a picture of that up here. It only had 297 pieces, so not nearly as many pieces and not as detailed. So it's nice to see it with the updated Lego pieces. Obviously, they've created a lot of new pieces since in the last 14 years since that set was released. So we'll take a closer look at the minifigures here in a few minutes, but let's take a look at this set and take a look at some of the details on it. One thing about this set is there's a lot of stickers. So a lot of these things you see here, there's 2 stickers, 3 stickers on each of the Anubis statues here. The mummies back here are stickers. All the hieroglyphics are all stickers as well. There's some stickers on each side of this. Looking at the stickers on the side of this, you see that we have C-3PO and R2-D2, which were actually in the movie as kind of a tribute. Remember, this was Indiana Jones was a collaboration between Steven Spielberg and George Lucas. So there are stickers on both sides of that little area there. So you see the other side. Here were some more hieroglyphics as well, which I thought turned out nicely. You can also see the Ark of the Covenant here. Let's go ahead and pull that out. So here is the Ark of the Covenant, designed much differently than the one from the 2009. I put a picture of so you can compare them really quick. This is just a standard 2x4 brick with a couple of pearl gold pieces on top here. There's a couple of different gold colors used here. I like the way the handles were done with these little rail pieces here. They used the bucket handles to form this top part of it here, and then there's a sticker on each side for the Ark. And then of course these are just the right width, so you could actually connect the minifigures up and have them carry the Ark out. So well done on that. There are a couple play features with this. So the Anubis statues rotate. You see the backs of them are not nearly as good looking as the fronts. Just basically these are designed to be looked at from one angle, but it gives you the opportunity to face them together like this if you want, or to have them at a slight angle. The mouths do open and close, so you can change that up a little bit. The way Indiana Jones and Marion escaped from the Well of Souls was through one of the walls by dropping one of these Anubis statues. So you can actually connect Indy here to the side, and then you flip this up right here, and it tips over the Anubis statue, so Indy can ride his way to freedom there. Of course, if you move this around too much, this is going to fall anyway. But you can see that this section of wall here is all on Technic bars here to give it some rigidity and allow it to fall open like that. There's even a little rubber piece back here to kind of break its fall so it doesn't smack and fall apart. Around the back, there is actually another little play feature integrated in as well. So up here, there is a little section here in the back. You might just see the head here. You pull this little section here and it drops down to show this mummy. So here's where that mummy minifigure goes with the set. So the idea is they can come crashing through the wall like this, and then this mummy will drop out of the ceiling. So that's, gives you some more play feature with this set. It just resets by simply popping that back and out and then lifting that up and moving it around. One other thing on the back here is this little tray. And you see this little lever here. So moving this around, you can set it up so that when you lift this little lever, a snake will drop into the Well of Souls. So from the movie, you remember snakes were coming out of the wall, so that kind of simulates that as well. So lots of really nice little play features here with this set, which I think is very nice to have with it. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at the minifigures now. This set does come with 4 minifigures, as I mentioned in the beginning. They include Indiana Jones here. This is Marion Ravenwood. And then it comes with Sallah, who was the guide for Indy and one of his friends. And then there's a mummy as well. So starting with Indiana Jones and Marion, you see Indy has this whip piece, of course. He's got the hat hair combo, which looks really good. I like this as a combination for Indy. I like the kind of grinning face he has there. He also has a satchel going over his side here. Now, I may have said these Indiana Jones figures obviously look very similar. So I think they're all using the same headpiece and the same legs. But in this case, he doesn't have a tie on. So the other torso has a tie, the one from the fighter plane chase. And also it looks like he's wearing gloves. So you see his hands are done in the same color as his pants here. Whereas in the other one, they were the normal minifigure, this flesh color. Marion here is wearing this nice white dress here. She's carrying a torch. She's got a little bit of a grin on her face here. And I think the printing down the legs turned out quite well. And it looks like the dress is kind of torn on the bottom, which I believe it's been a long time since I've watched this movie, but I believe that's pretty accurate to it. So I do like the shoulder satchel. Makes a lot of sense because I think Indy carried that around quite often in most of the movies, come to think of it. No side printing, although you do see that these legs on Marion are dual molded. Here's the back of the jacket here. And then, of course, having this hairpiece allows us to have an alternate expression for Indy, where he's got one where he's more concerned, probably when he saw the snakes. As you might remember, he hates snakes. You see that the dress for Marion is backless here. And then she has also a scared face going on here, because they are inside of the Lost Tomb, or really the Well of Souls, if I remember correctly from the movie. Next up we have Sallah, who was, as I mentioned, a guide for Indy and one of his friends. And then this is a mummy. Now, it's been a while, like I said, it's been a while since I've seen the movie, but I don't remember seeing a lot of mummies in this movie. But I suppose they wanted to throw in another minifigure, and they actually do have a little action feature where this mummy pops down out of the ceiling, which I showed you earlier. So they integrated it really well, but I'm not sure that based on canon, it really fits in the scene. I don't remember any mummies in the Well of Souls. Regardless of that, Sallah is a very nice figure here. He's got the kind of the tan bottom here, tan legs, no printing on these legs here, but the torso print's nice with this bright orange sash and kind of a white vest over the top, and then the headdress here, head wrap here for him. The mummy looks really good with these different bandages wrapped around, and I think the printing matches up really nicely on the legs as well. The little expression with the, I think, kind of glowing eyes there, kind of gives a glowing effect. No side printing here, but nice printing here on the back of the mummy to keep with that wrappings look. Sallah does not have an alternate expression in this case. So the good striping there on the vest and the continuation of that orange sash that went around his waist there. So 4 very nice minifigures. Let's go back and I'll give you my final thoughts on this set. Overall, I like this set a lot. I think it's a really good value with 600 pieces for about $40. So you're getting around 7 to 8 cents per piece, which is really good for a themed set. I do like the Anubis statues. I like the way they were built. This set does have quite a few stickers. Let me put a quick picture of the sticker sheet. You can see there's stickers obviously on the Anubis statues, on the sides of this little archway, you know, back along that back wall has all kinds of stickers on it as well. But I think they're used with good effect. You get some really nice hieroglyphics in the back there, and those two sarcophaguses or sarcophagi in the back look really nice with that gold printing on the blue. The action features are really fun, where you can dump snakes into the Well of Souls. There's of course many snakes on the ground. They're all mounted with these clip pieces. You may have noticed that when we were looking at the set. There's a couple of these snake idol, you know, these snake models or snake carvings, I guess they are. You've seen those were used in the Chamber of Secrets with Harry Potter. These have been recolored to that green color. I think in Harry Potter they were a gray, like the dark bluish gray color. The fact that you can kind of position these Anubis statues a little bit makes it pretty nice as well. Really good themed set. Really nice value and a great add to your collection, especially if you're a fan of Indiana Jones. Hope you've enjoyed my thoughts on this Indiana Jones set. I'm going to get started on my next video. And until then, happy building. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to see more of my LEGO reviews. I've left a link to my other Indiana Jones reviews up here on the screen.